everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a...
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Oakland Raiders. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw to his running back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's the Panthers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything
down like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
First down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding time. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Surveying the field. And this is caught at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll drop the throw, and that'll be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. And they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
So now on 4th down, Jay Gruden will call on his field goal unit. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a first down. But how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame,
Here we go.
everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end, you've got the wing back, you might have the guy out of the backfield.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Their dangerous wide receiver, 97 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Now for the point after. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Now they try the right side here, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got time. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Pulled in at the 24. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Raiders will take possession. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touch.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
And he puts it through. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And the defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. And to give this time to the tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Pistol look here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Fresh set of downs here. to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Now let's go. Green, 30, Detroit. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll throw now on the final play. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Raiders had a great passing game going last week, and it's been more of the same today. The Panthers will need to figure out how to slow down that pass attack in the second half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. First and 10. Catch is made after a quick pass. After the long pass, he'll score. That puts them up by a touchdown. Now midway through the second, the connection will be made from the gun. And he'll win the sprint to the end zone. That puts them on top by 14. Now to late in the first half, the deep ball is on target here, and this will go for a touch. Panthers down by a touchdown. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
This is fielded at the goal line. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. A beautiful spin and room to run. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is 2nd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration. frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Second down following the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And the Panthers coming out now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And able to break make one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
And now it's 2nd and goal. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he cuts it left, and now room to move. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great out here of the new campaign. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it's 21-10. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And some room to work. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got time in the pocket. All kinds of time. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. On that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, or remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. Green.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding time. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw. He's going to let it fly. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.
Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V. All reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California, California.
New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California, California.
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met a from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Dre. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sun, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me a Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state to go with the bed. Them other places come close, but they don't compare. Now I've been in New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California, California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V. All reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California, California,
California, cause there's no place like California.
Fresh off a flight to Boston, got a BZ in Maryland that I pipe too often. Headed right to Austin, most likely flossing. Tight, exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California. Either state, you can get it. I done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel Air, Petty to the Detroit. Don't tell him he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic. I probably wanna belong. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home. Now I've been in New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California, California.